I don't care if you've been pushing MAGA talking points from Nigeria all night. If you up, smash that like button. Welcome to Black and Black Times Infinity. I'm your interim host, Cronus, and I'm here with...
Hey, what up? And I did want to tell everybody in this holiday season, as it's all upon us, as a reminder, Wu-Tang is for the children.
Always for the children. I went to see them earlier this year, and that shit was great.
Saw them too.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we saw this, which is funny because we were trying to see Run the Jewels years ago, and they canceled.
Years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tried to see Run the Jewels twice, and third time's a charm, I guess.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Take the win when you can get it.
Yeah, so hopefully this is, we're live on YouTube. There we go.
Yeah,
it is live streaming.
I see it on YouTube.
Can I see my face, though? Can I see our faces?
Yeah.
Let me see.
Yep.
You can see us? All right, cool.
Yep.
All right, real quick, let me get some stats out, and then we can get this podcast rolling. Listener of the week is, holy shit, I can now pronounce this. It's in something with backwards letters, and I'm pretty sure it's in like a Russian-based language. I can't pronounce any of that. So thank you, wherever you are from. It's Anna... I can't pronounce it. And first in the chat is nobody so far. I'm sorry we're a little bit late, but I had problems getting the podcast started. I also got to share this out.
It's a holiday, everybody. It's a holiday. Relax.
But it's all right.
Down, everybody.
But you got us. So sorry, not everybody's here. But you got P. He's one of my go-to guys. Him and Papa Bear. And I'm glad last minute you got to hop on. So thank you very much. First of all.
Yeah, man. Happy to do it. I always love having a conversation with you, man.
And I'm actually gonna drink a beer, which I usually don't. I haven't done it in a long time. So a good beer.
Oh, that's a serious beer too.
Yeah.
I'm having one as well.
All right.
One of my last Oktoberfest.
Nice. Oh, I think
my favorite of all beers.
Oktoberfest are good, man. Oh, dude.
I'm number one.
I might have got the wrong bottle opener for this. I think I did. I'm trying to open it, and I don't think I can. It's got the wax shit on there,
Oh, I hate the wax shit.
Yeah,
man.
It's like, can we stop? Like, this isn't fancy wine.
Yeah. And enough is enough with the wax shit, I think. I'm with you.
Like, wax is good for music, but like, can we stop it with the beer?
Yeah. Keep it the music and candles, and like, don't delay me consuming your product, right? Like, don't make it harder for me to consume your product, please.
Yeah, and this is definitely making it like way harder than it needs to be, because like right now I'm not opening this shit up, and I really want to.
I would imagine you have like a pocket knife or 4 on your desk. Actually, like I'd imagine you're that dude.
The funny thing is, I used to be that dude. I used to always have like a pocket knife on me, but after going through some therapy, I decided to like stop carrying around a fucking knife everywhere.
Okay.
And one reason why I decided to stop doing it is very personal, but the other reason why is because I train in hand-to-hand combat, not knife fighting. So I'm way better at like strangling people than I am with like stabbing people. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, from a tool perspective, it would be useful.
It is still useful, yeah. It would be useful right now.
It's still a tool.
It is a tool. Some would say that I'm a tool.
Some.
There we go. I got it open.
It's not how I describe you, but I can understand some.
I'm bringing back the old school Black is Beautiful glass. It's been heavily used.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
That crew is trying to plan another meetup in Tampa in June, right?
Yeah, and one day I'm gonna get out there, man.
I might go to the Tampa meetup. It seems like they got their stuff pretty well organized, and the cost isn't crazy. Tampa in June might be a beast. It might be.
That seems like the skinny Negroes might
degrees.
Be, heat casualties out there drinking and shit.
Yeah, but it's a balance, right? Because the skinny Negroes will be okay with the heat.
Yeah.
But the consumption will wear them down fast. Yeah. And the bigger brothers are going to be inside.
Yeah.
Able to consume, carrying. Well, it was funny enough, man. I had a work thing last week. My whole team from all over the globe was in Chicago for a work thing this past week.
Mm-hmm.
And Wednesday night, we all went out after a full day of meetings and corporate bullshit. We all go out. It's like 9:00, bro. It's not even late. And I've been talking to this one new guy on our team. He's based in Tokyo. And I'm talking to him, and I turn my head to talk to somebody else, and I turn back and talk to him again. And my man is not like he's asleep. Yeah. He's not asleep. He is asleep.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm looking around. because I met this dude that day.
Yeah.
And so I'm looking around to see, like, because there was a couple other people from the Asia region there. They're like, yeah, I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, sorry about that. I was like, well, we got to get this dude home because he wasn't like a problem.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we got to get him out of here.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I take it upon myself to lift this tiny Japanese man who's in a three-piece suit, mind you. I don't know why. Nobody else who works in our office has ever been in a three-piece suit.
Yeah.
This little man is in a three-piece suit. I pick him up. I carry him out of the bar. I get him in an Uber. We get to the hotel, right? I have this dude. He's like this,
Yeah.
right? And I was like, and so we get to the front desk of his hotel, and I asked the guy, I was like, look, man, I don't know what room he's in, and he can't speak English right now. Can you just tell me what room he's in? I have his room key.
Yeah.
Like, it was in his pocket. He was like, I can't tell you. I need ID. And I was like, my man,
Yeah. I don't want to rob this guy.
do you have how many Japanese dudes do you have in the hotel right now?
Yeah.
And I gave him his actual name, and it's on a credit card I had. And the guy was like, okay, fine, you're right. Gives me his room number, which crazy was 911.
Oh wow.
I get dude up I get him up, I put him in the elevator, I take him up to his room, I open his door, I literally place him on his bed, like, yo, go to sleep. I'm gonna bring you a burger. I brought him a burger. I left the burger on the table next to his bed.
Man.
I left, right?
Nice. Yeah.
Yo, tell me why next morning, this dude is right on time and doesn't say a word about the situation. I'm like, either he's terribly embarrassed or he doesn't remember it.
Yeah.
But I was like, look, man, my karma will clear me for anything. I did the right thing. I don't need to thank you, but
Yeah.
this dude kept it pushing for the rest of the week. I respect it.
Well, he's like one of those company men, you know. That's what they do. They go out, party hard, go home, sleep it off, and then get back to work the next day, you know.
That's the exact thought I had, and I was like, maybe this is just how they get down over there.
Yeah, some of them do.
But you know, in a 25-year career, I've never had to physically carry a colleague out of a bar, so it was a first.
I mean, I had to do it as a Marine, though. That was like, you know, it's a little different. And if y'all didn't know, P's a very large man. So if you're trying to pick up like an average sized Japanese dude, it's probably like light work, you know. So,
I didn't have to give a Ronnie Coleman. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, every time I see you in person, I'm like, yeah, fuck, you're still big as shit. Like, you're super tall. How tall are you?
I'm 6'3".
Yeah, 6. I mean, I'm average height, like slightly taller than average height, but yeah, I forget. Y'all tall people.
I hear that a lot.
Yeah.
I hear that a lot. I was out with my buddy the other day. He's 6'8".
Oh,
and I was like, this is what it's like.
Yeah, yeah.
This is what it's like for like a lot of people. But 6'8", he's gargantuan.
Yeah, it's like I think once you get over like a certain height, it's like a shorter lifespan. You know what I mean? Like 6'8" is that's approaching shorter lifespan because like bodies just are not designed to be that fucking tall, man. Like seriously.
I'm gonna have to not introduce you to this dude if he ever comes.
No, man, I'll still be able. Yeah, what's up? But I'm just saying, you might die soon.
You're not gonna be around for that long.
But also one of the perks of being tall is that people that are tall, especially in American culture, are actually just like really European and American cultures. They're more trustworthy. Like there's been very few short presidents in America. It's been like I think like 3 people have been like under 6 feet that are presidents. It's just like one of those things. But I think that because you're tall, you have some sort of authority.
Yeah, that's a bold-faced lie.
Oh yeah, I know that.
We got people in the chat now, by the way.
Yeah. First in the chat is Brandon Park. Thank you very much, and also Warrior Fella. Thank you for watching. Y'all are solid pretty much every week, and you know tomorrow is Thanksgiving, so let us know what your plans are for Thanksgiving. If you're even planning on doing it, I don't think Warrior Fella is because I think my thoughts on Thanksgiving is that I do like to spend time with my family, but the whole idea of Thanksgiving is fucking bullshit. Like I actually told my daughter, I asked her what she thought about Thanksgiving when I was putting her to bed. And she was like, I don't really know. And I was like, well, let me tell you about some colonizers and how they got saved by the natives and they just fucked them over. So
let me cough in his blanket first.
Yeah, he wants a smallpox kid. So yeah, that's really what Thanksgiving is really about in America. But you can ignore all of that and just be with your family and friends, do a Friendsgiving, whatever. Hopefully don't cook a shitty turkey. There's better options than turkey or different options than turkeys. Unless you got a really solid turkey game, like stop doing this fucking turkey.
Even if you have a really solid turkey game, you're probably going to add enough another protein, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. You got ham or some
I
shit.
mean,
Yeah, yeah.
um, look, I am with you on the historical context of Thanksgiving. I tend to like to take it at its name
Yeah.
and be like, all right, let's actually pause and look back. And many cultures have these sorts of days of your reflection sort of thing. And so that's kind of what I try to do with it.
Yeah, yeah. It's like this. It's the spirit of it. But that's the weird thing though. Is that the spirit of it is bullshit. But we can pretend. America's great at pretending about shit. So I'll pretend.
I do feel like if you are like Navajo or Cherokee or any sort of indigenous person, you should be able to punch one person in the face without any consequence on Thanksgiving every year.
I think so. For your
One, you
ancestors.
choose,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
choose. Yeah, you pick who that person is,
yeah,
and here, it's just a get out of jail free card one day only.
yeah. One day only. Also, maybe they can like find their kids because people keep stealing their fucking kids for some reason to this day. I mean, can we give their kids
Yeah,
back on Thanksgiving? That'd be great. Like,
look, I don't know if I want them back, but that's a different conversation. Fucking kid.
oh man. Hmm. So yeah, um, Thanksgiving is tomorrow. This is like this is what's kind of crazy today. Guess what the temperature was in San Diego today?
This is gonna make me want to jump out of the window. I'm gonna say it was 85.
You're not. You're very close. I think it was about 85. It was like 84. It was like when I got out of the house, because I had to go to Costco. It was 81. When I got home, it was 83. So yeah,
I also went to Costco, and it was without the wind chill. It was 30. To be fair, this time yesterday it was like 55. It was like yesterday was great,
yeah,
and then the bottom fell out of it, and here we are. But it's miserable today. It is gray and cold and awful. So these are the days. I actually think this year of our Lord 2025, might be the earliest on record where I've sat down and said to myself out loud, "Why the fuck do I live in Chicago?"
yeah. Yeah. And when I
It's
walked out,
usually takes a little bit later, you
yeah.
know.
And what was crazy for me today is that this morning it was cold in my house, and I was like, I haven't really I turned the heater on once, this season or whatever, because for my daughter I don't really give a shit if it's cold. I just put some more clothes on. Um, but this morning it was cold. I didn't know it was warm outside until I got outside, and I had like on like
Oh, it was warmer outside.
yeah, I put on like a heavier coat and I walked outside. I was like, God damn, it's sunny as fuck out here. It's like, it's hot. So like went back inside, put on like a lighter jacket because I knew I was going to go into Costco where it's colder. But yeah, being in the 80s in November is one of the reasons why I moved down here. The weather is quite nice. So
I mean, it really is. That's can't argue that one, man.
yeah, I think my girlfriend went to the beach today. So yeah.
All right, now you're kind of rubbing it.
Yeah, kind of rubbing it in.
Yeah. No, that one hurt a little bit more than Costco.
Yeah. Going to the beach on Thanksgiving Eve. I think tomorrow's going to be like 85 too. Because my I'm going to my brother's place and he has got a really nice house and a nice pool. And my daughter asked me, she's like, "Can I go swimming in his pool?" And I was like, normally I'd be like, "No, but I mean tomorrow's going to be nice. Like, what do you want me to no? I mean, like,
I mean,
it's a nice
especially
day.
if there are other kids in it, right? I mean,
Yeah, well, she don't give a fuck. She'll swim by herself. So
me too.
yeah,
My
'cause
father grew up on an island, right? So my father's from the Caribbean.
Mhm.
Actually, my father's from the Caribbean. Technically, I grew up on an island, but not a Caribbean island. My father was insistent that we knew how to swim.
Yeah.
That was like a requirement for him. And I appreciate it at this point. But now I swim like a big brown fish, man. I can swim. I like to swim.
Like what island are you from? Are your people from?
My father is from Haiti, and my mother's people are from Puerto Rico.
That's right. My grandfather is from Barbados, so I'm Barbadian. And yeah, I when I was like maybe like 6, I was at Santa Cruz and I was on the beach and I was walking around and I walked into like a ditch in the water. I couldn't see it and I fell into it and I almost drowned. And I remember there was this older white dude was like walking to me. He looked like he was walking so fucking slow because I was like literally drowning and he saved my life. And I was like, after that day,
Wow.
the place where I was living, we had a pool. And I was like, all right, I'm going to teach myself how to fucking swim. So I taught myself how to swim
I love
after
that
that.
you chose to do this on your own. That's dope.
Yeah, yeah. So I couldn't live in a place where, like, 75% of the fucking earth can kill me easily. So yeah, over time it can kill me, but it wouldn't be immediate.
Now it just can shake you off or light itself on fire.
Yeah,
Those
yeah.
are
It's all kinds of other things that can kill me.
those are kind of your only concerns weather-wise down there.
Yeah. Um, it's crazy. There was there's a place called La Jolla down here in San Diego, which is like where all the
Yeah, I've been
bougie
there.
people. You been there? Yeah, it's bougie. You know that.
Hmm.
There's a mall called the UTC, and apparently there was a coyote that was walking around, and people were like, it was like walking around, and nobody was like really avoiding it, and apparently a kid got bit, and I was like, yeah, like avoid a coyote. That's not a fucking dog. It's a coyote. Like, yeah,
So we have coyotes in Chicago, crazy enough. And we don't have a few, we have quite a few. Like there's many.
yeah,
And they like to walk down because Chicago has like we have the elevated trains, the L that's very famous, but we also have like these commuter rail train lines that go out to the suburbs, and the coyotes like to walk down the train lines. Um, I live not too far from one of those train lines, and so every like 3 or 4 times a year we'll see one
yeah,
just walking down the middle of the street,
yeah.
like he owns the place. And then one summer, a couple years ago, we were like having a crazy heat wave, and despite the fact that it's cold as shit right now, it can get up to like it can be 100 degrees here in the
Yeah.
summer. And so it was like a heat wave. Some coyote ran down the train tracks, ran into like a deli, and my man jumped in the cooler and was posted up in the
I
cooler,
was jealous.
laid out,
Yeah,
laid out on the ice and the Snapples and stuff.
yeah,
They had to call the cops and call animal control. This guy wasn't moving. They
yeah.
had to tranquilize him, drive him back to the suburbs, and let him go.
Man, they could have trained they could have trained that coyote so easily. You know what I mean? He's like, fuck
Yeah,
that. I want to be domesticated.
yeah. He wants a job.
Yeah,
That's all he was
I
asking
just
for.
want to chill.
Not looking for a handout. He's
Give me
looking for a
some
handout.
give me some kibbles and bits, and they see I'm good.
That's all he wanted that day. Maybe a
Yeah, I
rabbit
mean, like
from time to
when
time.
nature comes back, it's like we take for granted that we live in houses and we have societies, and generally speaking, in like a lot of, especially when it's like heavily densely populated areas, most of nature just stays away. But every now and again, they're just like, let me see what these humans are about.
Yeah, we have like hawks and stuff here, like birds of prey.
Hmm.
That's pretty cool to see when they make a mess when they do what they do, though, man. Like I
Yeah.
had one swoop in and he must have caught a smaller bird, and it was like a Looney Tunes cartoon on my deck. There was like feathers everywhere,
Yeah.
like everywhere. I was like, and then I found like a half a bird, more feathers. It was literally like one of those foghorn leghorn cartoons.
Oh man. Oh dude, did I send you the video of like there was a woman that was like standing around, and all of a sudden this fucking bird out of nowhere just swooped down and like literally put the bird's beak like into her eye socket and just like
What?
fucking flew away. I was like, okay, that's a fucking new fear unlocked. Like, Jesus, she kept her eye.
Also, what did you do wrong?
Yeah, no shit.
Which ancient god did you piss off? That is like a, which god is it? Odin? Who has birds
Odin
that
has
will come
ravens,
to you?
yeah. Yeah,
But
that's
Athena has owls,
ooh,
right? Like you
yeah,
you made you made someone very angry.
yeah,
I don't know who it is,
yeah.
but I don't want you in my car.
She was lucky she didn't lose an eye, because like I've had a finger go into my eye socket doing jujitsu. That is some crazy shit. Like I literally felt the person's finger scratch the back of my eye socket, and I thought I lost my fucking
Nice.
eye. Yeah, and even he was like, "Oh shit, that went deep." I was like, "Yeah." Like,
First of all, pause.
yeah.
You can't say
Sorry. Yeah, yeah. Say
that. You
pause.
can't
Yeah.
say that while you're doing jujitsu. No one should ever say that to you ever again. But the bird thing and the gods thing is probably a good segue to what we wanted to talk about a little bit, right? With angry gods and happy gods and
Yeah, Hades too. You've been on it, right?
Hades too. Oh my God. I have you to blame and you to thank for Hades. I had never played a roguelike before at all.
Wait,
And
not even
you
the
put
first
me
one?
onto it. Well, no. That's what
Okay,
I'm saying. Like you
gotcha,
put me
gotcha.
on the first one, and I was like, I don't even know what this is about. This doesn't sound like my jam, but I'll give it a shot because you were so strong on Hades, and I loved it. I couldn't put it down for weeks. I couldn't put it down, and then but I'm just playing on Switch. I'm not opening the Steam door to that sort of game. Only because I'm in front of my laptop all day long and I can't have that available to me on
Oh,
the
dude.
side. It would not be good for me.
You got to get one of these. That's what you got to do. Is one of
No, I
these.
can't. I very intentionally don't have one of those.
I was holding up
And
a Steam Deck
so
for y'all that are listening. It was a Steam Deck I held up.
and there's a new thing too, a new handheld that people are going crazy for. I saw a dude at a brewery with one the other day.
Well, they have the Xbox.
I can't remember what it's called.
It's the
No,
Asus
it's
ROG.
another. Yeah, it's another Windows based.
Oh, okay. There's a bunch of them. There's a Legion Go. There's an Asus.
That's it. That was the one I saw.
Oh, the Legion Go. Yeah, they even has the detachable things.
Yeah, it looked great.
Yeah.
But Hades, man, so Hades was great, sucked me in. I couldn't have enjoyed it more. And then you had been talking about Hades 2 for like maybe a year.
Yeah, over a year.
Because you were way, way, way ahead. And I was like, no. And then my wife and kids were away for like a week this summer, and I really thought about it. I was like, man, this would be the right time for me to like download this early access, and I still fought it off. And then day one it dropped, and I got it on Switch, and I've been like, this is like, it scratches that same crazy part of your brain, and I was like, oh boy, and I am as in as I could possibly be.
Dude, the game is so good. Like, it's crazy because I looked officially. I'm at 202 hours in this game, and it doesn't get old to me. Like, I still have fun doing runs. And don't get me wrong, like a lot of those hours that I put in, there was like literally no end game. Like, there was no end, but I didn't care. Like, it was still good. Like, I literally got to watch them build the game, and it was fantastic. Like, seeing all the subtle changes that they made for like a lot of things, and like
balance stuff.
Yeah. I still fuck with Hestia. That's one of my favorite people. Hestia and Zeus, some of my favorite combos. But there's some other ones that are like pretty brutal, you know.
Yeah, Zeus and Ares tend to work all right with me, but I couldn't like the game anymore, man. It's incredible to me. I thought Hades 1 was a 10. I thought it was a perfect game, and I can't believe that they made it. It isn't like a ton better, but it's like little tweaks, and it's just a little better in every way. Kind of like Ghost of Yotei and Ghost of Tsushima. Like, I didn't feel like Yotei was a huge jump.
No,
I felt like it was a step, and I thought Yotei was great. I thought Tsushima was great, but like, they did make it just a little better in all the right ways. I'm actually very impressed by both of those games.
Yeah. Have you beat? I guess, how far are you in the game? I don't want to spoil it.
So if I'm going up, right, I am now at Typhon.
Okay.
And if I'm going down, I have gotten to the second iteration of Chronos.
Okay. Nice. All right. Love you too.
But I'm pretty far, I think.
So have you beat Typhon? Have you beat the second iteration of Chronos?
No.
Okay. Yeah. All right. You got to almost spoil like a huge part of the game for you. But yeah, there's a lot. Because you have to actually, there's a lot you got to do. But it's still fun.
Yeah.
And like when you get to like when you get to like the end part thing, it's like actually it's pretty satisfying. And there's still more to do after like the end game stuff. So it's like it's neat.
It's a masterpiece. Like, game of the year for me, no doubt about it. I can't imagine a better game. Especially, here's what kills me about that game. I can't believe how much they squeeze out of the Switch hardware. It looks great. It sounds great. It plays super smooth.
Yeah.
Load times are very, very low. Like, that is the most impressive thing to me, that they are able to squeeze that much performance out of that hardware.
Yeah, I mean, the game isn't it's beautiful, but I don't think it's like technically like you don't need like a lot of hardware to play that game. You know what I mean?
Clearly. I mean, they got it run great.
Yeah, I play on my Steam Deck. I would say like 95% of the time it's on my Steam Deck, and I played a little bit on my PC, my laptop, which is it's a gaming laptop, very powerful laptop, and you know it looks basically the same. So obviously it's bigger because I have a big ass screen, but like the game, it doesn't take a lot, and it looks really good. And they've also added in like so many other animations into the game. So like in early access when I was playing it, like there wasn't as much polish with a lot of the gods when they're talking to you.
Yeah, right. The little animations they give you.
Yeah, and like now, like I really pay attention to like all the animations, and it's like really subtle stuff. Like back when I was first playing Zeus, like if you look at Zeus's hair is basically like a storm cloud, and in his hair there's like lightning going off and shit like that. But that wasn't in like the original like early access
Hmm.
thing. And, like a bunch of other gods and like other people that you interact with, they had like a placeholder. It was like basically just like a hand drawing of somebody as like a placeholder and looked kind of generic. But now like it looks way better. So
Have you gotten Prodigy to play this game?
not Hades 2. I think he played the first one, but I think he didn't like it because he's fucking. He doesn't
He's
like
got a very
reading.
unique taste in
He
games.
does. He doesn't like paying attention to shit. Like he'll just skip over everything and just like let me get to like the thing, And
The
it's
only reason I ask is like if you tell him that you can lure other gods and demigods into the baths
mm-hmm.
and the level of thirst that this game very clearly has,
Oh yeah,
that might tip him in the right direction.
maybe, but there's no Futanari, so
No, no,
I don't know. I don't know if he'd be down with
that,
just
that's
straight
gonna
dicks
be
and
the that's gonna be a big mod,
whatever.
a
Yeah,
big mod. But
somebody'll do it though. I'm just saying. It's on a
probably
PC.
already done.
Yeah,
This-
it's just been endlessly enjoyable for me. And what's crazy is like so Ares wasn't even in the game in early access. That was a patch, it was a huge update when they put him in.
oh, really?
Yeah, yeah,
Well, because it's not obvious. Like you have to play for hours before you run into him.
yeah. And that's why that's why it kind of like fits in with the game. Because yeah, you don't like some of the guys. Well, just I think it's just him where you don't get him until like way later.
Yeah,
But yeah, you can fuck some shit up with those blades. So especially when you get like the right combinations of like wound damage and stuff like that, you do a lot of damage. And then if you get good with like
yeah.
Hestia and you get like the she has this thing where basically you'll set somebody on fire and like it like continuously burns
Oh,
them.
Scorch.
Yeah, scorch damage. They'll, like when you get the right combination of scorch and you get it up to like 999, they take continual fucking damage like all the time, and it's just like it's crazy.
Yeah, it's a great game. I could talk about it for an hour.
Yeah.
I've enjoyed it so much, and still that game. And there's a game. It's the strangest game, and I couldn't love it more. Called Balatro, which is a
Oh,
roguelike card game.
yeah, yeah.
Those are the only roguelikes and the God of War expansion that I've played that I'm like, oh man, I get it. Um,
I
the Dave the Diver might be considered one too, right?
it
I
is a
mean,
roguelike, yeah, because it always
then
changes.
yes, and I would say then maybe I like roguelikes.
That was a great one too, dude. You got to play one of the OG roguelikes games. It's called Vampire Survivors. It is it's like playing heroin. So and like the graphics are like super like 8-bit. It looks really
That's how I
shitty.
describe Balatro. It's
Yeah,
like a junkie problem.
yeah. And there's no attack button. Like it's crazy. But it's like it's endlessly fun. I need to go back and play more because they continuously drop like more and more DLC, and it's been so much fun. And I haven't played that game in a while, but yeah, like figuring out like all the combinations that you want to have and like attack patterns and all that stuff. It's like it's fun. It's very simple, but also not simple.
Yeah, yeah, crazy. Yeah, and like I know that game of the year, right? Hades 2, Ghost of Yotei, which I loved. Though, to be completely fair, I much preferred the Mongolians as villains. The Mongolians were incredible. The other Japanese dudes didn't hit the same with me.
Uh,
The game overall was better, but
yeah.
I like the Mongols as a counterparty.
Well, I like the Oni masks. I always thought it was kind of cool, and the boss
Masks were
battles.
cool.
Yeah, and some of the boss battles in this one, oh man, the fucking that big guy. What is his name? The guy was the general. Had the Odachi
Oh,
when he first goes to fight you and he like lights it on fire with his hand. Like
yeah,
just
yeah,
that
yeah.
intro was fucking badass, man.
It was a great game, great looking game, great playing game. No complaints at all, and I'm sure the DLC is going to be tremendous because Ghost of Tsushima's regular game was very good, but the
Hmm.
DLC was amazing.
Yeah, Ishi Island,
Yeah,
and
right.
they had Legends that came out. So
So I
actually,
feel like this game's going to follow the same path.
I think New Game Plus just dropped. I think today. I want to say.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, and there's like they also added in a bunch of charms and new armor and armor dyes. So
The armor looks so good.
yeah, there's some really good ones, man.
And I love, have you seen the woman who is not only the voice, but the motion capture of the main character is
Yeah,
like everywhere on the internet.
yeah,
And she loves this gig.
yeah,
It looks like she's never turned down an interview. She's like, "You want to talk about Ghost of Yotei?"
yeah.
Yes.
I love that she's out there
Gets
because
on and
like all
she's
these
dope.
all these these incels that are hating on the game, and I'm just like the game is good though. Like it's not a bad
Yeah.
game. Like
What's your
honestly,
problem?
the beginning of this game I think is better than the beginning of Ghost of Tsushima
I would
because
agree.
the beginning of Ghost of Tsushima was really good, but then it was like a lull. But in the Ghost of Yotei, like in the very beginning, like it's very action orientated. Like you get right to the fucking point right away, and then you just jump right into like the game, and you just get on your revenge trail like way faster. And there was no like weird conflict on am I a samurai or am I like some ghost or whatever. None of that
Yeah.
shit. She just like
Nope.
she's got a
Nope.
mission to kill people. So yeah, it was nice.
And she's just fine with it. I also like, if you're gonna be a weirdo, creepy incel guy, like you're gonna see this character's ass 75 times throughout the game. Why
yeah,
not let it be a
yeah,
woman's ass? Like if that's what you're really about,
yeah.
I don't know why it's that big a deal to you, but if it is,
Well,
this
I
is
think
probably the better ass.
Well, I think most of the guys that are that kind of mindset, if they actually had a woman in front of them, they wouldn't really know what to do anyway. So, I think that is what bothers them even more. You know, not that these people are accessible anyway, but yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Um, yeah, I thought it was a great game. I know they're getting close. Game of the Year awards are pretty soon, right? Like,
They are. Let me. I'll look it up as we talk, but I'm pretty sure it's
yeah,
like in
I
the
think
next
they're.
3 weeks, maybe less than that.
And I didn't play Silk Song, so I can't even comment on it. I know Claire Obscura is another very, very strong contender, probably the leader.
Yeah.
Um, I couldn't get into it. I tried. I'll try again this winter, but it just didn't click with me.
Mhm.
But it's very clearly like super well made. It's just been a crazy game for gaming, a crazy year for gaming. It's just been so much.
It has. It's been good, and honestly, I think that the pushback from uh, GTA 6 did the gaming industry a solid because it gave people room to like drop their games or push them back if they needed to. Like let them games cook. Except for like um I think the one game that suffered from the GTA 6 like thing is Call of Duty 7, like Black Ops 7. Was it
Yeah,
Black Ops
I'm
7?
playing
Yeah.
that.
I don't think
Yeah,
they should have released like you don't need to have this isn't fucking, you know, NBA 2K games or some shit. Like you don't need to release a Call of Duty every year. And I
I
know
agree.
that Battlefield is killing it, but leave that shit in the oven for a little bit longer. We don't need one every year.
I think I saw a stat that said there has been 13 Call of Duty games released since the last Grand Theft Auto game was released.
I believe it. Yeah,
That's crazy.
and I would venture to say that Rockstar Games they're making more money off of it because they basically only released two games in the past
Yeah,
fucking 10 years, more than that.
yeah.
And they're killing it. Like, GTA made so much fucking money. Everybody's like, oh, why do they keep releasing it for new generations? It's because they're still making money. People are still buying it.
Well, that's right. So GTA makes so much money. Fuck made.
Yeah,
They
still
make
makes.
consistently. It has been one of the greatest successes in software history.
Yeah,
Like I think if you look at the bits of software, pieces of software that have been monetized, I think it would be Windows and then Grand Theft Auto. Like
yeah,
it's on that level. Like it's an operating system, but in terms of like recurring revenue and Rockstar is public or Take Two Interactive is public.
yeah.
So like you can look at this. I've looked at it myself. I bought some stock in Take Two 6 months ago.
Yeah, I would
So I
definitely
feel
like
like
if y'all want to invest, like before GTA 6 comes out, probably like at least 6 months before, like invest. Like whenever they have a big dip, just watch Take Two Interactive and then buy on the dip if you can. Because once it
you
drops,
can say
man,
that. I can't say that.
I
You
can
can
say
say
that. I
that.
don't give a fuck. I'm
You
not
can
a
say whatever.
financial
You can say
advisor, so
whatever. Yeah.
But that'd be this. I've made some really smart stock picks in my day. If I had more money, I'd be. This is the problem with money: is that the more you have, the more it's easy to make. So I called out what TSCM like way before it got big, but I only put in I can only afford to buy like so many shares. But if I'd have put in like I don't know if I'd had like an extra I don't know $100,000, like Jesus Christ, I'd have made so much fucking money off that shit. You know. Same
Yep.
thing with Nvidia. Same thing with SoftBank. I bought SoftBank a little early. There's a few other ones too, but like all this information is out there. Like I think I've said on the podcast before, the information is out there on like what you can and cannot buy, or what you should and shouldn't buy for like stocks. You do your own research, but like Marketplace is a good podcast. Fucking what's a few other ones that I listen to? Motley Fool, Money. There's a bunch of other ones. Like all the information's out there. You just got to like listen to it. Like
Yeah, the only thing I would say, and I can't comment too much because that is the industry I'm in, is as good as you can be on when to get in, you have to be equally disciplined on when to get out.
yeah, exit
Because
plans.
that is what stings most people, myself included. It's happened many, many times. Just getting cute with the exit, and suddenly, you thought you were up 75%, and you turn your head and look back, and you're up 25%.
Yeah,
Probably should have been more disciplined on the way out.
yeah. I'm that way with Lucid, but I think with Lucid for me, I'm just keeping it in for now. So
Man,
yeah,
my neighbor just got one. They're the most interesting car, I feel, because I feel like from certain angles, it looks like a Honda Accord, right? But you take a step this way or a step that way, and you're
yeah,
like, "Ooh, that's really nice." And I was in it the other day, and they're really nice inside. They're much more minimalist than I expected, but everything
yeah.
is super polished and nice. I'm a fan.
They're way better than, as far as I'm concerned, they're better than Teslas. I mean, they have more power. The interior is nicer. The finish is better. The overall, like the way they do like the packaging. When I say packaging, like there's so much interior room. You're probably on a Lucid Air, right? I'm assuming that the sedan.
Yeah,
There's like
I
so
haven't
much.
seen the SUV yet. I haven't
Yeah.
been in the SUV yet.
Okay. Yeah. Well, the Gravity is the SUV for those that are wondering, but
Yeah,
the Air
yes,
is a sedan, and there's so much fucking room in the sedan, like both
it's
in
really nice.
in the cabin plus the trunk and the front. There's so much more room
The trunk
because
is cavernous.
yeah, and it's insane because the way they
Yeah,
can they made the motors like way smaller and the battery pack is like way lower, and it's just it's a really good packaged car.
yeah. I mean, it should be for the price, to be honest, but
Yeah,
and it
yeah,
is. It is. You get what you pay for with it. But Tesla, as much as I'm not a fan of the product or the dude, that supercharger network is hard to compete with, bro. It's really powerful, and it's starting to open up to more brands slowly.
yeah.
But that network is worth a lot.
I think Lucid is one of them. I want to say they are. Let me just check.
It's happening slowly. Like I have an electric Hyundai, and I know they are starting to get available, but you don't charge at the same speed as a Tesla would, even though the car can. The charger won't deliver as much juice as quickly. So there's a ways to go infrastructure wise, and Tesla has the lead there by far.
They do, and I'm just confirming that Lucid does have access to the supercharger network.
Yeah, that's
So
good. But it's is it hamstrung or is it kind of full featured? And that's the big question. The other thing that's interesting, and this is almost 100% certainty that Elon had something to do with this during his time in government service. The new standard for chargers, for actual charger ports, the
yeah,
hardware, is the Tesla port, right? So even like the Hyundai I have is a couple of years old, so it has a different charger, but the
yeah.
2025s and beyond have the Tesla charger.
Well, which is like that's interesting, but also like there is certain Chinese cars that can charge faster than a supercharger network.
Oh, sure.
So that's like the weird thing. So like, if we're gonna be all in for the Tesla network, then like what do we do when we have cars that are well? That's why we have the fucking tariffs and you can't sell certain Chinese cars here. But what's weird is that because I live basically next to Mexico, I see BYDs every now and again here.
UIDs are not Chinese, right? Oh no, they
They
are, they
are,
are, they
yeah,
are.
they
It's
are.
VinFast. VinFast is the
VinFast,
other
I
one
see
that
those too.
comes.
Yeah,
They're not Chinese. I'm starting to see those here too.
yeah, yeah. So
But yeah, I haven't seen a BYD. That's dope.
some BYDs can charge faster than Teslas.
But are there chargers that will feed them that quickly?
That's what I'm saying. That's the thing. Is in America, no. So, but somewhere else, I know in China you can. I don't know anywhere in Mexico because I haven't been down there in decades. But they're cool cars. Some of them
Yeah, they
are.
are cool. They're real cool. I would definitely love to check one out, but it'll be hard for them to make it this far north.
Yeah, yeah. Because it's so weird that we're hamstringing ourselves through legislation. Because yes, the weird thing for me is that Tesla had the edge for a long time, and they had a very obvious edge on electric technology, and they're falling off because they're not innovating anymore. The Cybertruck is a fucking disaster, and I say that with no reservations. They've been recalled like fucking so many times.
With no due respect.
Yeah, they're not great cars.
They're
It's a shitty
terrible.
truck. It's not very well made. Shit's literally falling apart. And they're just not really innovating anymore. And their solution for not innovating is, well, we just won't sell Chinese cars in America. But it's just like really, like we need to like spur American innovation again. And by doing that is not limiting the amount of competition. Like if we really want to say America is a capitalist society, which I do have problems with capitalist societies, but one of the things is you have to allow in competitors. And there are clear competitors with clear advantages that are from other countries, and we're limiting ourselves on that. And I don't think that's a great thing.
Yeah, I mean, we have to let the market kind of decide, the efficient market decide pricing and valuations and what is best and what is worst, and that's certainly not the overall theme of things. And the auto industry is a tough one just because there's so many other things to consider that go along with what the auto industry actually means,
Yeah.
right? I mean, in your old neck of the woods and my own neck of the woods, right? In Fremont, that factory was massive, right? Like I remember when I moved to Alameda, driving down the street or riding my bike down the street, I would see many houses with two Teslas in the driveway.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And it took me a minute to realize they probably worked for Tesla, right? Like Tesla's the factory is a half hour away, and right, how many, the jobs, the revenue, the real estate, the overall kind of boom that happened in the East Bay, especially, was definitely impacted by them in the early mid 2000s, mid teen 2000s or so, right? And less now, right? Because I know they moved a lot of folks elsewhere, but it certainly had an impact.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is that like that actual location. So I was born and raised in the Bay Area. That was what was called the Numi plant, and so the Numi plant actually they built a bunch of like what was it? It was Geos. Remember Geos, like Geo Metro and stuff.
Yeah,
They,
sure.
they
Swift and
yeah they
Suzuki and the Geo were the same. Yeah.
bunch of that stuff. They did GM stuff and a couple other cars too. But it was like when they first built that, I knew people that worked there.
Yeah,
And then
I
they
think
shut
I
down.
have the Geo Metro. Look, they were that big.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
how big
that's
the Geo Metro
literally
is.
that big.
Yeah,
They're so tiny.
that's literally.
But yeah, they used to make like normal like gas powered cars there, and then they shut down for a long time, and then Tesla bought them up, and that's when they started like they bought the plant and they expanded the plant, and they went from there. And I think that Tesla's decision to try to move part of their organization out to Texas, I don't think that was a great move because first of all, there is still the Tesla plant in Fremont is still there, and they still produce a lot of cars there because there's still, no matter what anybody in any other parts of America wants to say, there is a reason why California is like literally the number one revenue maker for America. There's so much brain power here in California. There's skilled workers and shit like that. It's like when all these companies talking about if you want to raise our taxes, and billionaires or whatever, if you're going to raise our taxes, we're going to leave America. It's okay, leave America. Like, good luck finding the same amount of skilled labor that we have in America. Like, don't get me wrong, there's some certain areas where you can find certain kind of skilled labor, but when it comes to like IT and like certain kinds of like innovation, like you're not going to find that anywhere else because people have decided to move to California because it's fucking nice, and there's a lot of us like-minded people that are here. So if you want to move, I mean, good luck.
Yeah.
Save on your taxes, but also like good luck with your innovation.
Yeah, I bet Elon feels like a lot of innovation comes from him. So no, look. I'm
No,
not saying I
yeah,
agree with him.
yeah.
I'm saying I mean, the cult of personality that dude has built around himself is crazy.
I mean, he literally he has sued the original uh, founders of Tesla to put his name on to him being a founder. He was not a founder of Tesla. Like no matter how many times he wants to say it, no matter how many times he tries to like sue people, he was not a founder of Tesla. He was a investor in Tesla, but he was not a founder. I think the guy was like Ebelhart, and I forget the other guy's name. But yeah, he pushed them both out. You know, he had nothing to do with like the original Tesla Roadster, the original design. But then after that, he came in as an investor, and then he pushed a lot of like kind of like bullshit, and he fixed a lot of stuff, but he overpromised, underdelivered, but then eventually delivered.
Yeah.
But now like the most of the designs for Tesla stuff was from the original designers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like the actual the Tesla the the Cybertruck is that's him. That's like he's the one that actually that was his sort of design. That's what he was going for. That was his baby. But the other stuff, that was not his baby. And
With the Model S and the initial Model 3.
yeah, those are all designs that were in the works, you know, kind of before he was even there. There was a whole plan to have like the Roadster to be the first one that they would lose money on, and they knew that. But the next plan was to have the sedan, the Model S, that was going to make them some money, and then a cheaper model, which ended up being the Model Y, and they're supposed to be like a Model 2, which they still haven't made yet, but they're still talking about. So yeah,
The Model S, what kills me about that car is, I mean, I don't know, is it 15 years old? It might be.
it's old as fuck. Yeah, it's
They still look great. Like
they do, but I mean,
they've
it's like
aged really, really well.
they have,
Visually,
but they
aesthetically.
yeah, I totally agree, but they really need to like they got to innovate, you know. They've done like some
Yeah,
like think of any other car model from 15 years ago with like no real update. And don't get me
yeah,
wrong, the Model S has had some like cosmetic updates,
yeah. But
but
they're
like
minor. Like,
yeah, very minor.
yeah.
Like look
It
at a
still
Honda
looks
Civic
great,
from
man.
15 years ago,
Yeah, it doesn't look like the same car. They're so much bigger now.
which is
But no, the
that's kind of
Model
a
S
bad thing. Yeah,
has aged very, very well.
yeah.
I give them credit for that, whoever designed that car. Here, I'm gonna grab another beer. I'll be right back.
Sure, I was gonna do that too, but I can bullshit for a minute
All
as
right.
you grab your beer. So when you come back, now you got to bullshit. So yeah, we're talking about cars, which we don't normally talk about, but yeah, you know, P is he's a car guy. He has a Hyundai. He has an Ioniq. It's the 5, I believe. He doesn't have the N one, but it's still the Ioniq 5 is like a really cool car. So once he told me he got that, I was like, oh man, that's cool. Like I know the Ioniq 5, the N version you can get with it basically it can act like a car, like a gas powered car with like shifts and all that shit. Did you
Yeah.
have you driven one of those, like the N version?
The end, yeah, I've driven it once just at like an event. The whole make it sound like a car thing or a gas car thing is very, very silly,
It
but
is
it's
silly.
crazy
Yeah.
fast. It's
The,
crazy, crazy fast.
I saw the shift thing. I was like, oh my god, like you can like shift in it. That's fucking cool. They're fake
Yeah.
shifts, but you know, still.
But that's part of the reason why you like don't want one is it's like thrust, right? Like a jet. It just keeps going.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to shift. I don't want to feel like I did that. I love that, right? But that's not what this car is about. So I just think it's very gimmicky, but you can shut that off too.
Yeah, you can. That's one
Just
of the things that
drive
I
the
like
car.
about it is that there's different modes, and that's something that you can't really do in a gas powered car. Like you can have different modes, but I mean you can't have that motherfucker drive on stealth for like 300 miles.
Right.
So you know,
Yeah.
like I
Yeah.
saw like
It is. Go ahead.
I was gonna say like I saw the Chevy the Corvette's E-Ray. They haven't
Mm.
it's like it has basically it's a Corvette with the V8 and it has an electric motor in the front. And they do have a stealth mode, but it's good for like 4 miles. So
Yeah, it's to get you out of your like cul-de-sac.
yeah, and then you can like turn the shit on, and it's fast as fuck.
Yeah.
So and and they look
Boy.
great. Like honestly, if I had like a ton of money, I would definitely buy. Probably not an E-Ray. I would buy the ZRX. Like that'd be cool. But that's kind of too fast. I think today, honestly, cars are kind of too fast, and I like going fast, but I think there's like if you have a car that's literally like 1,000 plus horsepower and you can go 0 to 60 in
Where are you
like
going?
yeah less than 3 seconds. I don't think an average person should be able to like have that kind of. I think you should have like a tiered um, license system, and I don't feel bad
Very
about
Gran
saying that.
Turismo of you.
Yeah, like yeah, like honestly, like you got to prove that you can like really handle that sort of power and like knowing what you're doing because you can like easily like there's no amount of fucking lane keep assist or collision detection that's gonna save you from 1,000 horsepower. You know,
Well, not only that, but like a lot of these cars, right? Like the new M5, which is a hybrid, it's crazy fast. The electric Hummer, which
yeah,
is not crazy fast, but it's fast
it's fast
for
and it's
a
heavy as fuck.
65, that's my point,
Yeah,
a 6,500 pound vehicle.
yeah,
Like if you make a mistake and hit something with 65 pounds of whatever, of anything,
6,500 pounds.
6,500
Yeah,
pounds, um, that's gonna be a problem.
yeah,
It's
like
gonna be a
you ain't
real
stopping that
problem.
shit. Yeah, there's no stopping that. Like
Especially if it's coming through with 500, 600 pound feet of torque. So just literally Godzilla going through traffic at 6,500 pounds. It's not a good situation.
no, and people they don't think about that, but and don't get me wrong. I love speed. I love cornering. I love cars, but like I'm probably like how they always say like people always say they know how to drive, but they don't know how to drive. Like I'm pretty good at driving, and I'm saying that conservatively. Um, but I know a lot of people that like they don't. But you can just buy a car that's like way overpowered, and that's the
Yeah.
problem is that they don't even realize that like you don't need that much power. Like you
No.
really don't. Like my motorcycle that I have, my S1000R downstairs, that like literally right below me, that bike is way too fast for me. Like I don't all that power. Like I can use it, but like I can't use all of it because
No.
I can't.
No. You have to be real good to
Yeah,
to squeeze that much out of a bike.
and people don't get it because like yeah, it's easy to do it in a straight line, but when you have to like any kind of maneuvering, if you don't know when to put the brakes on, when to like actually turn, when to put the acceleration on, and I also think that ABS and traction control saves a lot of people from like a lot of stuff. But like, again, if you got 1,000 horsepower, that's not going to save you. ABS is not going to save you if you're doing 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds. So
Yeah. Yeah. That's for sure. That's for sure. Yeah, man. I think vehicles in general right now are getting above the capacity for reaction times and for the average driver skill. I think that's totally right. But it's also an arms race, right? So none of these companies are going to say that publicly and be like, we are going to make slower, less powerful cars. No one's going to say that.
well, honestly, that's the weird thing is that with the arms race, thing in mind is that we have all been told. So if you're a car person, which you both are, we've been told so many times that uh, you know, manuals are dead, V8s are dead, all these things are dead, and like there's no way that gas powered cars can keep up with electric cars. No, like that's totally wrong. Like they like literally
All
gas
those
powered
things
cars.
are wrong.
Those are all wrong. Like they're still making manual powered cars. Like there's not as much as
There's
in
not a
like the
ton.
90s, but
Right,
they're
right.
they're still there. Gas powered cars are still a thing. They still go extremely fast, and they are comparable to a lot of electric cars. The Corvette being one of an example. Um, and yeah, like I don't think gas powered cars are going anywhere. However, I will say we still need to reduce the amount of gas powered cars on the planet. Like that's just like not. I don't think that's
Yeah.
really arguable. You know?
I Yes, I also think there's something to be said for just modernizing them, right? As an
Yeah.
example, one of my good friends, he lives in the neighborhood. He has a 2005 Range Rover, and it's really nice, right? great shape, well maintained, all that. This dude gets like 11 and a half miles to the gallon.
Yeah.
His car is not that heavy. It's not that anything. It's just old technology, old engine. I have a heavier SUV, but it's like a 2022. And I drove 200 miles the other day and I got 28 miles a gallon, right? So
Yeah.
double where he was, right? More than double where he was. And it's just a matter of like, maybe I know like Singapore and some other countries will literally ban you from having a car that's too old
Yeah.
or tax the shit out of you. And like maybe that's part of the answer too. Like maybe you shouldn't be driving a 1992 Geo Metro that gets 7 miles to the gallon because the engine is old and falling apart, right? Like, or
Well,
a
yeah.
pickup truck from the 60s, unless it's like a historic car that has, classic car registration, all that, and you drive the car shows and things like that. But maybe that should be your daily driver.
Yeah, I totally understand. Like, just for full disclosure, I drive an Infinity, but it's a V8. It's like a very rare V8, and I don't
I've
get
been
great
in that
gas
car.
mileage. Yeah, like it's fast. When we were in the car when we drove together, I didn't drive it that fast, but it's
It
actually a
is
pretty.
fast.
Yeah, it's fast, but it doesn't get like if I put the gas pedal down, like
It sounds great too.
I'm burning out a lot of fucking gas. So yeah, on the freeway though, it's got good gas mileage. Like on like in the cities and like from like stop sign to stop sign, like I'm getting like sometimes single digits, so it can be bad.
Or anywhere else in the country on the highway.
Yeah,
It's
on the
on the
highway it's
freeway.
fine. Yeah, highway's fine. But
Freeways, highways.
yeah,
Yeah.
but also I have a motorcycle. I have two actually. So and they get good gas mileage. Like my VFR, which is still up in the Bay Area, just got fixed. Like hopefully
I was
for
just
good.
about to ask you about that.
Yeah, yeah. I paid for like the hopefully the last fix for a while, but I just got to go up there and get it. But that bike gets after tuning, it gets like 40 something miles of the gallon on the freeway. So
Wow.
yeah, that shit's great. It's just an old bike, and and even my S1000R on the freeway gets like over 30, like easy.
Just hums, yeah.
Yeah, but if I'm like getting after it, it's less than that, but it's still way better than a car.
Oh, for sure. For sure, for sure.
Mm. Let me pull up my actual topics that I want to talk about. Have you heard about the MAGA Troll international accounts?
Yes.
This has been
Yeah.
like my biggest,
Yes.
like the Cheshire cat grin on my face for all these stupid motherfuckers falling for like basically Nigerian money scams. Like seriously,
Yeah.
these people are so and you know what I realized is that so for all y'all that don't know, there's been a huge thing of where Twitter enabled a new feature where you can see like where the account was created and like where they're based. And so what came out is that a bunch of these like MAGA accounts, Make America Great Again, all these like pro-Trump accounts, they are not from the United States. They're from Nigeria. They're from East, Europe,
Turkey.
Turkey, yeah, all these other places. Some places in Asia. Um, and what I realized is that it's a two-part problem. All right. One of the problems is that actually it's probably just a one problem thing, is that Twitter has a feature where you actually it's two problems. You have to buy the checkbox now on Twitter. All right. So the verified account now means really nothing. But if you buy that checkbox, you have the ability to monetize your tweets. And
Yep.
when you monetize your tweets, it just depends on interactions. Interactions,
Yeah, I
and it's
think the stream died, by the way.
oh, it did? Oh, shit.
I think so.
Hold on.
Yeah, I see it.
There we go. Now we're on. Okay. Sorry. I don't know what happened. Anyway, sorry about that. What was I talking about? The MAGA accounts. So with the blue check mark, when you get a blue check mark, which you have to pay for now, which you didn't have to previously, is that you basically you can get paid off of interactions
Yep.
on Twitter. And the problem is that it doesn't matter if it's a positive or negative reaction. So if you put in something very inflammatory, like I don't know, drop the N bomb and say I love Nazis or like whatever, that will get you interactions and that will thus get you paid. And so we're seeing people from, certain countries that, are just certain people that just don't, you know, make a lot of money. And this is like how they're going to make money now. Like it doesn't matter how inflammatory it is, but if you get enough people to interact, especially in America, because this is a consumer economy, like this is a moneymaker for you. And so I'm not surprised. It's like all these people are just like they've been totally bamboozled by thinking that everybody is like totally mugged out in America, but we're not. Like I say it all the fucking time. Trump did not win the majority of Americans. All right, he won I think it was like 76 or 78 million people. So he won 76 to 78 million votes. 84 million people didn't even fucking vote, and another 72 million people voted for the other person. So he won less than a third of the votes that are possible in America. So he is not a voice to the vast majority of Americans. Neither one of the people that were, up for election in the last cycle got the majority of the votes. So them's the breaks. Also, fuck that dude.
Also, fuck that dude.
Yeah.
But you said the number you just quoted was 76 million?
Yeah.
That's 76 million people, bro. Like, who voted for this dude?
Oh,
And
yeah,
like,
for sure.
it's wild. And I wonder how many would do it again today, right? Because I know he's lost a lot of his core, right?
Yeah.
But not all of them, right? There are
No.
people who are ride or die with him, right? There are people who are about that life with Trump.
Mm.
And as much as I disagree with it, like I respect consistency, I guess. But I guess I mean you can be wrong, but at least you're committed to the gag. But it's crazy to think, man. Like every day that goes by, what's interesting to me, and I heard this woman I listened to who is a political commentator say the other day, she was like, if you took what Trump said last week, right? Anything he said last week, and inserted it into the first day of his presidency, the world, like the country would have been in an uproar, right? But like the desensitization that we've all had over the last couple of years with him has been incredible, right? Like,
yeah.
If he had called the reporter a pig in the Oval Office or on Air Force One on his first day in office, people would have lost it. But this is not where we are today.
He has done an astonishingly excellent job on moving the Overton window very quickly. And it helps that, he knows that he's going to be a lame duck president, or maybe he's going to try to shoot for a third term, which good luck with that. But yeah.
I don't think he's well enough to do that personally. But
I don't either, but I think he's so arrogant that he might do it anyway. I think he's struggling with life right now, just like literally just trying to survive day to day. But he has amassed so much undeserved power that he's just going to keep it rolling. When he is not president, the amount of legal issues that he's going to run into again, all that's just waiting for him once he's not president again. And I would not be surprised if he died broke. So,
wow.
It's funny. I was talking to my girlfriend the other day just about the amount of companies that failed under Trump, and I think most people really understand that. And she was like, "Have you ever like ran down the list on the podcast?" I don't think I have, but I will now. Give me a second though.
Are you saying Trump companies?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because people, they seem to think that he is like some like savvy businessman, but he's not. Like he's really not. I'm gonna go through a list and just bear with me for a minute. And I'm sorry this might get. Oh, there's a problem with the stream again. I think we're still live.
It's still looking okay to me.
So bear with me. These are businesses that Donald Trump has that are now bankrupt. I'm going to read off a list for you. All right. Donald Trump, the Donald J. Trump Foundation, Golden Nugget Atlantic City, which again, if you bankrupt a casino, what the fuck? All right. So this is just one. All right.
Yeah.
GoTrump.com, Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Atlantic City, another casino. New Jersey Generals, Paradox Hotel Vancouver, Plaza Hotel, TD Trump Deutschland, the Trump Network, Trump Entertainment Resorts, Trump Ice, Trump Institute, Trump Magazines, Trump Mortgage, Trump Ocean Resort Baja Mexico, Trump Plaza Hotel and Casino, another casino, Trump Productions, Trump Shuttle, Trump Steaks, Trump University, which is that one was particularly egregious.
My alma mater.
Yeah, he got sued, and people didn't get shit. Anyway,
Not true.
Trump Vodka, Trump World Fair, Trump the Game, and Trumped. 24 different businesses that he was a part of that they're no longer around because of bankruptcy because he ran it into the ground.
Trump the flamethrower also.
Yeah, also from the Boring Company. Trump was on the decline to being broke as fuck until, do you know why? Do you know what brought him back into like critical acclaim, I guess?
The Apprentice.
Yes, you're completely right. It was The Apprentice. So
I'm a New Yorker. We've known about this dude's bullshit since I was a child.
Yeah.
Like he is not a surprise. As a matter of fact, I told my wife this the other day, and I've been telling my buddies, I think I had an epiphany. I think the Giants' abysmal performance this year is universal karma for us as New Yorkers for releasing Donald Trump into the world.
I mean,
But
you got Mamdani now, but even though he's like kind of he's a little sus to me.
He's not even in the seat yet. So let's not give.
He's not. I know he's on the seat yet, but he went to go meet with Trump, and it was kind of sus. I'm just saying.
Got to kiss the ring.
You cannot. You can just say no. Hey, Dare told me that. I'm just saying.
I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah. Honestly, if I became the president or I just wouldn't meet the guy. I would not want to meet with the guy. Is it petty? I don't care. I don't like what he stands for. He stands for me, he's a person that has failed up his entire fucking life. And I cannot fucking stand people like that. People like that are the reason why most companies have shitty management. It's the reason why most companies fail. It's the reason why and they go to White Club. He's also par and parcel, however you say it, part and parcel of the same issue of the go to Boys Club and failing up.
I would bet you anything that he smells weird.
Oh, I can guarantee it.
100%. Like corn chips and bologna, it's probably awful. We're not doing it.
The Fromunda.
Oh, special Fromunda.
Yeah, the Fromunda.
The good South Florida Fromunda.
He's such a gross looking person. What I don't like is that he has become to a lot of people like a symbol of like weird masculinity for like all these people. But it's like, okay, so like, can we just take a step back? I'm just gonna go into pretend land where being masculine has like these really weird like right wing traits. All right. First of all, the man is obese. All right, he's obese by like any stretch of the means. Him saying he weighs 225 pounds at like 6'4", or whatever he thinks whatever height he is, that is not it. That is not his weight. The man weighs.
Neither of those data points are true.
No, he weighs over 300 fucking pounds, easy.
And he's not 6'4".
No, like I think that honestly, if his pant size was less than 45 inches, I would be surprised. It's probably pushing like closer to 50. All right, and this is very obvious by just looking at the guy. Okay, he wears makeup constantly. He dyes his hair artificially constantly. He is not. He doesn't do anything. He has never done anything physically difficult in his entire fucking life. So when it comes to like this weird, he's a man's man. He's so tough. He's like, well, he's fucking
he's
not.
Got heel spurs, man. Like,
yeah.
Go easy on him. He's got heel spurs.
Yeah, fuck that guy. He's fucking soft. He's always been a soft man, and I don't say that because if you're gonna be a soft man, like that's fine. Like I don't have a problem with that at all. but don't sit there and make it seem like he's a fucking cowboy, like when he's literally like getting manicures.
Yeah.
And I get fucking manicures and pedicures, but I also strangle people a lot, you know. So like, if you want to sit there and like make it seem like I'm a fucking weak bitch, like you can meet me somewhere. We can go on the mats and you can find out. With Trump, like he has none of that. Like nothing about him is tough.
Not, never has, never will. Yeah.
No, he's gonna die a soft man with a silver spoon in his mouth from a racist dad. So
Accurate all the way. All the
so,
way. I mean, look, it's the real question I always come back to is be careful what you wish for. That's not a question. The question is who's next. And that's
yeah,
the concern.
that is the concern, and this is it's concern from both angles. And I've said this for a long time. It's the pendulum swinging, and I'm concerned if Gavin Newsom becomes the next guy. I think the GOP is
Me too.
done for a minute because Trump has been so ridiculous. He sucked up all the air from the GOP, but Gavin Newsom, he's not great either. He's basically the left wing
He's
version
a
of
bad
Trump.
guy. He's
Yeah.
a bad guy.
Yeah, I believe that as well. Like
He
him, go ahead.
he's a low caliber human, right? He's intelligent, he's articulate, he's good looking, all those things, right? But like his track record of character traits, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but when he was mayor of San Francisco, he had a couple issues with his deputy mayor's wife. Can't do that. Can't do that. You lose me when that happens,
Yeah.
right? I mean, San Francisco had a string of questionable mayors, as did Chicago, as did New York City.
Yeah.
But he's on that list, and his challenges, from what I remember, I wasn't living there at the time, but I was there a lot at the time, were mostly character based. Like, I don't think people thought he was corrupt and taking bribes and shit like that, but like, if you're going to sleep with your deputy mayor's wife, and again, I'm remembering this, I don't know if it's 100% accurate, I can look it up. I am concerned about you in greater and greater and larger roles.
Well, I mean, just look at like his current, because I can't remember when he was mayor, but I'm pretty sure when I was either in the Marine Corps or like overseas or like living down here or whatever. But what I will say is that his current behavior is kind of abhorrent. And when
He's
I talk
tripping.
about what's up, yeah,
He's tripping. Like,
he's basically the left wing version of Trump. He's made the governor Twitter account and his own personal account into a troll account, and that is not what I want from my political, the person that I'm backing. Like, I need somebody fucking serious. I don't want to see memes on your account. I want to see what you can do to make your constituents live a better life. Like, I want to see you talk about, how you're going to, deal with the infrastructure issues in California, how you're going to deal with like the lack of water access in California, the rising cost of electricity, food costs, all that shit. Instead, you're giving, shitty memes about Trump. I don't care about that. I care about the actual living standards in California and all this NIMBY bullshit. But if your whole focus is on clowning Trump, like I don't want any part of that.
Yeah, that's how you're spending your time.
Yeah, like I can do that. I'm just a fucking shitty podcaster. Like you're not paying me to make your life better. You know what I mean? Because y'all don't pay me.
He was mayor of San Francisco from 2004 to 2011, so that might have been like kind of right when the time when you weren't.
Yeah, I wasn't in the Bay Area at the time. Right. I came back to the Bay Area in like 2010.
Yeah, so, I wonder if he's gonna to fix the water problem. He might bring in his new water consultant, Paul Atreides, who's also known as the Sanai Gaib. The Sanai Gaib, come in, please.
Bring water the fucking Dune jokes. That was great. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't want that guy in fucking office. Because I've said it for a long time. Like the people on the left, they're not really on the left. Like they're not.
Who else are they putting forward? Right. Like this is a concern, right? Who else is being positioned in such a way that they are likely to be the next contender? I don't know.
I don't know either. Like,
I haven't known for years, and that's the concern. Is like, who's next? And I feel like on the Republican side of things, there's questions about who's next too.
Yeah, the Republicans are going to be fucked for a while because like
It's
people.
not. It's not a lock.
No, because like JD Vance, I don't fucking like him, and he's a Marine, and we should be brothers. But fuck that guy. He's the brother I'll punch in the face when I saw him. So yeah, I mean, so on. Let me just pause real quick. Somebody take that way out of context. I would not punch JD Vance in the face if I saw him,
Correction.
but he is not my family. He is not my brother in arms. He is not. He's a terrible fucking person. So
Actually, thank you for bringing up the Marine military thing, because have you been keeping up with the Scott Kelly situation?
yes, I have. Actually, I want to bring it up on the
Is that on your
podcast.
list?
It was on the
Okay.
list. Yes, about the unlawful orders, which people seem to like not really understand what the UCMJ is about and like Constitution and all that shit. So
It's on paper. You can look it up. It's not that hard.
yeah, look up Article 9 and Article 92. There is very specific verbiage on when it comes to punishment for somebody that's in the military on if you refuse lawful orders. They use very specific language on lawful orders because you can refuse unlawful orders, and everybody in the military knows this. You want to know why? Because of the fucking Nuremberg trials. And if you need to look that up, it's the trials that had to do with the Nazis because all these Nazis were saying, oh, I was just doing what I was told. That's not an excuse if you're in the military. Just doing what you're told while committing war crimes is not an excuse. So all these people that think that, oh, I'm going to join ICE or, just because my superior told me to do something, blah, 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 I'll just do it. And I happen to shoot a kid in the face. That's not, or I happen to, strip their rights away or throw them in jail or torture them or whatever. Like these are still war crimes and there are still things that are like disrupting the peace. And we have laws against that. And it is 100% within a service member's rights to decline those orders. And that might mean if your chain of command is fucked up enough that you might spend some time in the brig. But you know what? I would much rather spend time in the brig than be a fucking Nazi.
Well, so I was listening to Dan Carlin's podcast yesterday, also at Costco, because that's what a brother does
Yeah.
ahead of Thanksgiving, to buy a giant brisket. And he was talking about a Vietnam era unlawful order situation. So much more recent, the My Lai massacre.
Was it Eighth and I, the guys with the cutting off the ears? Is that the one?
That was Universal Soldier, I think.
No, that was a real thing.
No, I know.
Yeah,
I know.
it was a real Marine thing, anyway. Yeah,
I think it may have been the same incident, but there was an incident in the Vietnam War where there was a similar situation where there was a chain of command, and eventually somebody did blow the whistle and raise their hand and say something's fucked up. But like, it took time for that to be completely flushed out. And I think what you just described is what happened. I think somebody was court-martialed, then eventually ran through the process of, military tribunals and courts, and they realized that the guy who blew the whistle was actually in the right, and the person who gave the order was the actual criminal. But it's a similar message, right? Where it's established that if it is an unlawful order, you have an obligation to not follow it.
Yeah, and I think that like the civilian population, they're trying to already kind of muddy the waters of saying like, I saw Bill Maher, who never served. He went on like he was asking like, do I really want like a lower enlisted person to question the orders of somebody above them? Yes, you do, because if you don't, you literally end up. It's odd to me that somebody, I'm pretty sure Bill Maher is of Jewish descent.
Yes.
Yeah, I find it very odd that somebody like him would question that, given the amount of orders that were given by literal fucking Nazis to kill Jews, and everybody was just like, "Oh yeah, I'll just do it because it was an order." And guess what? They all fucking went to jail too.
And do you remember what those Nazi soldiers were called?
Is it the brown? No, I can't remember that.
Stormtroopers.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, like stormtroopers. Guys, we've seen this movie before, right?
Yeah.
Like, we know how this works. This is not new, right? We know that there's a value to saying do what's right and don't do what's wrong. The other thing that I found amazing, like of all the people to try and poke at, Scott Kelly is that dude. Like you
Yeah,
don't really want like that's the guy you want to pick on? Really?
it just
He's got everything he could possibly have done,
yeah.
either himself, his twin brother, or his wife.
Who
Like
was
unimpeachable
and his wife, who was literally the victim of political violence. She got shot in the fucking head.
in the fucking head
You
in
know,
public.
yeah, and I think,
And then came back to work.
yeah, and him himself. I just said the same word twice. Anyway, he was a captain in the Navy, I believe. Which
Yeah.
just I want to be clear. Except for the Navy, a captain in other branches is like an 03, I think.
Yeah.
It's an 03.
303.
In
Yeah.
the Navy, it's basically a full bird colonel. So it's like just below general. So he was above what would have been Hegseth's rank. And the fact that they're talking about trying to pull him into the military and do like a tribunal or whatever, like court martial him, like
Court
you
martial.
can't
Yeah.
fucking do that. Like the guy's retired. You can't do
You
that.
actually can't. You
Yeah.
actually can't. The Navy has explicit rules around
Yeah.
this.
Well, it's the
But
UCMJ. Like,
well, it's not only the UCMJ, but the Navy has their own set of guidance on this that is codified. The other thing too is like, why did he leave the Navy? To become a fucking astronaut. Like,
yeah,
give this dude a break,
yeah,
man. Like, this dude didn't leave to join Raytheon. Like, he
yeah.
left to continue his service and
And it
went to
wasn't
space several times and
and
did all the
it wasn't
things.
just him. It wasn't just him. It was I think it was like six people that talked about it. But
Yeah,
like, but everything that they
several.
said is like it's not illegal. Like you saying that like you don't have to follow unlawful orders. Like they didn't say you don't have to follow any orders. They're just saying unlawful ones.
Right,
Because when you join the military, you swear an oath to the Constitution. You don't swear an oath to the fucking president.
right.
So yeah, they tell you
Wasn't
something that's unconstitutional. You don't have to do it.
and you have a responsibility to not do it. Like
Yes.
I saw like Hegseth was giving Kelly some sort of like feedback on even the medals and commendations he showed on his uniform on a screenshot. Like that's what you're doing? You're the Secretary of Defense and that's what you're doing?
He's
Like,
the
okay.
he's the Secretary of
Secretary of War.
War.
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yes, of course. Of course.
That is such a weak bitch ass thing too. Like trying to change the name from like
Yeah.
defense to wars. That makes you more tough. Like you're not fucking Pete Hegseth. You're not fucking tough, bro. You're not tough. You can barely do pull-ups.
I'm the last king of Scotland.
Yeah.
That's what I said. I mean, just pick your title down. Grand Wizard Theodore. I don't know.
Grand Wizard.
Grandmaster
That's
Flash.
fitting. Grand Wizard. I like that.
No, no.
Let me see what else is on the list. Actually, I want to make you bullshit for like. I'm gonna give you
Yeah.
unadulterated airtime for like a minute. So give me a
All
second.
right. Unadulterated airtime for a minute. All right. So Thanksgiving is upon us, and I know a lot of folks are traveling, and clearly, Kronos had to fill in here with the C team. But it's always interesting to hear kind of folks different traditions, different meals, plans, songs, games they play. I know I'm making a brisket. I'm actually looking at my smoker right now, but I have to go and check before I go to bed because it's already just after midnight here in Chicago. But I do hope everybody out there has a great Thanksgiving and a great holiday, however you celebrate it, right? And we're going into the end of the year, right? And so I know a lot of us spend a lot of time right now focused on what we're going to do or the year behind us and then the year ahead of us. But look, this Silly Little podcast has been really fun for me to catch up with these guys who now are friends of mine, and hopefully you guys out there have all had a good time and enjoy the work that Kronos and the rest of these guys do on a weekly basis. And maybe in 2026 maybe it'll be some meetups, right? Maybe I'll suggest that to him and to the rest of these gats is like maybe a San Diego meetup or a Bay Area meetup. I feel like that would be a cool thing to do. So we'll see. Maybe we can get that to actually happen in 2026. That'd be cool. Aside from that, I know I see in the chat here some folks talking about Black Ops 7. I am playing Black Ops 7. I just played Endgame for the first time last night. It's very reminiscent of DMZ, which I loved. So we'll see how that whole thing continues to work. I think they have a big update coming next week. So that'll be fun to see what they do and how they launch that. They got a lot of work to do with that game, but I feel like they're going to get there pretty quickly. They know what they're doing. They know their business. They just have to actually execute that whole new version and kind of meld the old game with the new game. But so far so good. Plays pretty well, looks great, runs great. I got no beef with it at all from my perspective. Let's see what else is going on. Solo podcasting is hard, y'all. Brandon, what do you got? Oh, no, he's just laughing at me. That's cool. Let's talk about Kronos's raggedy ass chair. We're gonna have to talk to him about this because for a man who podcasts as much as he does, that chair needs some love. But we'll deal with that when he's back. Yeah, just wanted to shout out the boys, right? Shout out Prodigy and Blue and my man Old Ninja, who I saw only a couple months ago. So hopefully he's doing well. It's great to see everybody. And Kronos, I was saying to myself,
it's hard,
maybe
huh?
2026, we can see if we can get a meetup together, man. See if we can do a San Diego meetup or a Bay Area meetup for the podcast folk now that you got a little following here.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like we haven't done like an in-person podcast in a very long time. Actually, since I moved from the Bay Area, so it's been since the pandemic. We haven't had like the whole podcast together in the same room on a podcast since the pandemic. So yeah, that's been sad, which is crazy because like I literally built a fucking building in my backyard.
I know, man.
Yeah, for the podcast. But yeah, I moved from that place, and eventually I want to I'm going to build another one once I moved out of this place and find a proper home to live in. That's definitely on the list because I want to have like another space outside of like the home, and just a space.
And you
to
did
hang
everything out there, right? Like you gamed out there, you worked out there. Like that was like,
yeah, that was like
yeah,
my man cave. Yeah,
that's amazing. The whole California ADU thing is amazing, and I love it. I love it. And I didn't know it was such a thing until I moved out there years ago. And then like you see them everywhere, right? Like they've got these, and some of them are really, really nice, man.
sorry.
Multi-level and all that shit.
You said a word that people probably don't understand what it means. ADU means accessory dwelling unit. So it's basically where you can build like another building in your backyard, and it could be like literally another home in your backyard, like a small home.
Literally.
And it's great if you have like multi-generational housing.
Yes.
You can it's like a granny flat or a casita, they call it down here, casita, where you can build like, it's basically like bedroom, kitchen, bathroom, all that stuff that you need. Yeah. And especially down here in San Diego County, it's actually easier to do it. Like they kind of streamlined like the ADU thing. In the Bay Area, they haven't caught on as much like when I left, but because I kind of did it under the counter. But whatever, because it's supposed to be like, it's like 100. It's supposed to be like 120 square feet and no electricity for a shed. And if you want to do like 100 more than that and electricity, you have to have an ADU thing where it's like you have to get inspections,
permits and whatnot.
Yeah, and I didn't do the permit thing, so yeah. Pro tip: if you ever see if you're trying to buy a house and it says there's a bonus room, that means that it's not permitted. So yeah. So if the person that bought my house and it said that there was a bonus room in the backyard, it was that was an unpermitted thing.
And it came with free spiders.
Yes, free
So
spider. They repainted the inside, so you can see the spiders.
that is a them problem and not a you problem.
Yeah, yeah. But also, I do miss the seeing the deer in the backyard. That was nice.
That's crazy. You got deer there. Wow.
Yeah, deer and turkeys and coyotes, all kinds of shit.
No, I don't fuck with that. I'm from Queens, dude. I don't do that sort of thing.
They were nice. Well, the turkeys are kind of crazy because I didn't know that turkeys were in that area like until like 6 months after we got the place. And then all of a sudden it sounded like somebody was walking on my roof. And I was like, what the fuck is happening? And then I had to get out and see, and like, yeah, there were turkeys, but it sounds like people because they're they got two legs.
But they sound like turkeys. Like you can hear when they you scare them. They make like turkey sounds.
Yeah, if they make noise, but yeah, if they're just like walking around, they don't make those noises. And then, they're just like, who the fuck is on my roof? Like, why is there someone on my roof? Yeah, and they're loud as fuck
for a month.
Yeah, they're loud as fuck when they make that turkey noise. Super loud.
Yeah, I don't mess with that, bro. I don't know. I don't have training for that.
So let's what's crazy is that I have a bow and arrows. But I think you need a permit to do that.
You should to kill a turkey.
Yeah, which is weird, but yeah, somebody's got to make money. This is America. It's capitalism. If you fish, somebody's got to make money off of it, as if they own the ocean. We're gonna switch this. We're gonna switch it up, kind of drastically.
Yeah. Oh.
You watched Wicked for Good?
I sure did.
What did you think?
Well, it's after midnight here, so I can be really real. So first of all, I have a 10-year-old daughter and a 13-year-old son. They both love the first one.
Okay.
I am not a musical theater person, but they had such a good time with it, and it was so well done. I can't even front about like how good it was. Now, with that said, Wicked 2, Wicked for Good, whatever, was equally good, except there were a couple of points where there was one moment where I literally was like, I'm gonna have to leave the movie theater because I can't stop laughing. Have you seen it yet?
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah.
Okay, so
spoiler alert.
Right.
So if y'all are like theater nerds or whatever, I guess
if y'all are wicker people, like give us 5 minutes. But all right, so like, magic, conflict. Elphaba swoops in, finds old boy and the blonde chick, leaves with old boy and goes back to her place, her swamp treehouse, wherever the hell she's living.
Okay, yeah.
He gets off her broom, and homegirl literally was like, whoop, hops off the cloak, throws on a cozy sweater and some booty shorts, and is about to get that work. And I couldn't stop laughing. She's literally in like a nice little sweater cardigan robe thing. And I'm like, she's down for the cause right now. Like
she wants the D.
She literally brought this dude back and was like, yeah, that's great. How about this? It was the taking off your witch's robes and throwing on a cardigan that killed me. I couldn't stop laughing. I had to like literally lean away from my family into the aisle because I had chest heaving laughs at the cardigan thing. I'm like, did she put on some Uggs house slippers and some real comfy boots, and like, is she charging her wand and her broom? Like, I was dying at the sweater thing, right? And then movie progresses and homeboy gets turned into the scarecrow and she is still about that work. And I'm like, well. And clearly, from what I have seen, the internet agrees with me because there have been now dozens of articles about Elphaba and, the scarecrow, and is like, is it ribbed for her pleasure sort of thing. So,
bro, okay. I have a couple of points. So I went to go watch it with Prodigy and his daughter, and obviously my daughter. And it was because Prodigy, he didn't watch the first one. And when that scene happened, like they did their thing and like they were in the bed and like the scene kind of ended, and I was like, um, why the fuck did they have their shoes on in the bed? Because like the
First of
guy,
all,
the boots are still on, and I was like, what the fuck? And also, it was kind of weird to have like kind of like a pseudo sex
we don't wear
scene.
shoes in the house.
Yeah, it's weird to have like a pseudo
Fucking
sex scene
bed.
for like that demographic of people.
Yes, it was strange.
It was really weird. I don't know if kids like really picked up on like why are they in bed? Like, and there
If
was
they
another.
didn't, they will.
Yeah, there was what the fuck was the other point? There was something else I was like super. Oh, when he got turned into the scarecrow. Honestly, I thought like when when they started like really weaving in the actual Wizard of Oz stuff into it, of like the
Yeah,
Cowardly Lion, the Tin
yeah.
Man, and then he became the scarecrow. I thought that was fucking dope. I really did. I
It
thought it
was
was so
dope.
dope. Yeah. And then when it once it became like the the scarecrow at the end of the movie, and they run off together, and I was like, hey, what if she is gluten intolerant? It's like, this can never occur. But yeah, I honestly I liked it because it was like just a different take on the whole Wizard of Oz thing, and the fact that Dorothy was in it for like all of 30 seconds, and then it really gave
Yeah,
a backstory, and it really gave like a more rational understanding of like this bitch literally killed my sister and then took her fucking shoes. Like who the fuck does that? You know what I
yeah.
mean?
I mean, she didn't even really like knowingly do it. She just did it, but she did take her shoes.
But yeah, who takes somebody? I mean, unless you literally don't have shoes, and even then, I'd be kind of hesitant to take a dead person's shoes unless like I was like really hard up, you know?
I also like if you're gonna take somebody's shoes, take the shoes of a girl who's in a wheelchair. Because them shits are crispy clean.
No shit, they've never been used.
I
The
mean,
brand fucking
I
new.
mean, if you are
Damn.
going to take somebody's shoes,
Oh
those are
my
the shoes
god.
to take.
That is like the most ableist shit somebody's ever said on this fucking podcast.
I also didn't realize that actress is actually in a wheelchair.
Oh, was she
I looked
really?
this up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I looked all this up
Oh
afterwards
man.
because I went on a complete kind of rabbit hole
That's fucking awesome.
with the sex cardigan really spun me out. So I ended up having to do a bunch of obscure reading about this. The sex cardigan that just messed me up.
Well,
I couldn't stop laughing.
I think it's awesome that she's actually in a wheelchair because I think that there's like
Yes.
a lot of actors they act like they're disabled, but they're not. But it's like there's people that are disabled that can act. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they don't need to.
I
It's more believable. You know what I mean? That makes
yeah.
like the scene where
Like,
she was like
you know,
floating even more odd. But yeah,
Kevin Spacey, man, fuck you for Kaiser Sose, man. That could have been a real dude with a crooked foot that needed to work, but you took it and then straightened the foot out at the end of that movie. Kevin Spacey, we
I
know what you're
mean,
about.
he took it and then gave it to a guy that didn't want it.
He
So
sure
you know.
did. All of it.
And now he's
Yeah, no,
complaining
but I
about how
like
he's
the movie a
broke.
lot.
You
Yeah,
saw how like lately he's been complaining about how he can't get work. It's like, yeah, you dumbass. Like, don't rape people. Like, what the fuck? That seems
play stupid
reasonable.
games, win stupid prizes.
Oh
I
man.
I enjoyed the movie though. I would doubt very highly that they're going to let the universe. It's going to be an
A part three.
Ozverse,
Yeah. And that's
and whether these women are involved or not, there's going to be an expansion because it just sold so well.
well. This is one of the things I liked about Wicked is that it was it's a it's a play with an MCU budget,
Yeah,
and that's what I liked about it. Is that obviously there's like some parts where like it wasn't like as all the singing, like I don't like talk singing bullshit. Which is like there was a lot of like talk singing and just like singing in general. I'm not a huge musical guy, but don't get me wrong, like there are certain songs in both the movies that like they fucking hit. Like the end of the first movie with I forget the name of the goddamn song. My daughter would kill me right now if I told her this. Um, I forget what the name. The end of the last song in this is gonna bother me. I'm gonna look it up. In the first movie was fan fucking tastic. It was literally like watching Iron Man put together his suit and the motherfucker singing one of the dopest songs ever. And
I I said to my wife, and afterwards we were listening to the soundtrack in the car, and I said, I think that woman is a mutant. And she gave me such a dirty look, and I was like, no, 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 you're misunderstanding me. Like, I feel like what's it, Cynthia Erivo. I feel like
yeah,
she is too powerful. Like as a performer and as a singer, she's like off the charts. And I don't like this stuff. I
yeah,
don't like musical theater. It's not my jam. But she is terrifying in her. Like she is just the top of the top of the top when it comes to that sort of talent. I was astonished by her.
yeah. And I don't like. Sorry, the song before people start like raging at me. It's Defying Gravity. That song is dope, and her rendition of it is excellent. It's top form. But the amount of like anti-blackness that comes along with Cynthia Erivo doing fucking literally anything,
Any like
it,
breathing,
yeah,
yeah,
it's so astonishing to me. Like, yes, she shaves her head, she doesn't have eyebrows, she has long fingernails. Okay, like whatever. I don't
okay,
really give a shit about that. She's a very, very talented woman, and for you to like try to diminish her because of the way,
massively talented.
yeah, the way that she looks to you, just it really reflects upon your character, not hers. And yeah, she's kind of fucking weird, but you know what? I don't really fucking care. I know a ton of weird. I'm fucking weird. I can't sing. You know what I mean? I can't act. Like she could do both very, very well. Like she,
Very, very well.
yeah, she's and the dynamic, the dynamic between her and Ariana Grande is palpable. And
Yeah,
for anybody to deny that, you're like we're not living in the same reality. And yeah, they're say whatever else you want to say about it, but they work really well together. And I love
absolutely.
seeing it, and I love the fact that Elphaba is a black woman
She's a
because
green woman, but that's fine. We'll allow
I'm
it.
sorry, rewind,
She's a
say that
green
again.
woman. She's a green woman.
A green, yeah, green woman, but she's played by a black woman.
Green lives matter,
Yeah, green lives do
Kronos.
matter, but the undertones of like being like the other, being
Yes,
otherized.
yes,
There's like a
yes.
lot of, and the fact that like it made like a lot of white folks feel some sort of way is just like it's very telling. You know.
Well, a lot of them will tell you their best friend is green, so
Yeah,
they
of
can say whatever
course.
they want
Totally
to say.
green. I got this guy named Bruce Banner, when he gets mad every now and again.
Yeah, we got one. We
Yeah.
got one. I guess my people will claim Gamora. She's our green person,
Yeah.
a green Latina.
But she's I mean, her as a person is kind of problematic too, though. But the person that plays Gamora, what's her fucking name? Even though she's hot as fuck. But
Yes, sir.
yeah.
Zoe Saldana. She's problematic.
Yeah, there's something she's like, God damn, I have to rewind. I've been drinking a little bit. She said some things that were like sort of anti-black, but I have to like I gotta rewind and like actually like look up what the fuck I'm saying, so I don't like go through all of it.
Yeah,
And
that's a
also
that's a
she
deeper
it
conversation,
is a
I
deeper
think.
conversation, and the fact that she's like never. So I want you to just think about like when have you seen Zoe Saldana um, being in the same scene as a black man or with a black man? It's
Hmm.
pretty
I
fucking
will have to think of that.
yeah. And if y'all can prove me wrong, I've been drinking, so like it's been a minute. Um, but that was like a thing. Oh, and the thing about when she wanted to play, God damn, what's the name of that? Strange Fruit. Who made the Strange Fruit song?
Billie Holiday.
No, hold on. Give me a second. She did a biopic of somebody that was like way darker than she actually is. Now I'm going down the rabbit hole. Uh,
The, the Zoe Saldana rabbit hole. I might need to leave you to yourself.
yeah, you might. That is Billie Holiday. Hold on, what the fuck was it?
That's what I said, right?
Yeah, you're right. But there was like, who the fuck am I thinking of? Zoe Saldana. Oh, this is like messing me up now. Nina Simone. So
Oh, she didn't need a Simone biopic. That's cool. I
yes,
didn't even know that.
yes. But if you think about Zoe Saldana and Nina Simone, like this gets into like colorism. This is a very black thing. So sorry for y'all. Listen, I know the podcast is called Black and Black Times Infinity, and it's based upon a death metal song, but also it's all black dudes. Whatever. Um,
Sorry, not sorry.
yeah. But yeah, there's a huge controversy of her playing Nina Simone in a movie, and she didn't really seem to give a fuck. So
She didn't want to play her, or she
no,
did want to play her.
she did play it. It's she's in
Oh,
the
she did
movie.
play it. Okay.
Yeah. Which, and if you
Well,
know
but
Nina Simone, she was very upfront about loving the tone of her skin, and Zoe
yeah, well, there's
Saldana is
also she's Dominican, and
yeah,
that opens a whole lot of
it's a lot.
doors
Yeah, it's a lot.
around colorism and all of that. But that is definitely not a topic for 12:30 a.m. for me,
Yeah, sorry.
because I can go deep on that topic because I am those are my people directly. So
It's like it's
um,
literally connected by land,
there's
right?
a lot
Yeah.
of history. There's literally, but that's different topic for a different time.
It is. Sorry, it's kind of a late night thing, but I was. It just came up naturally.
Yeah,
We'll try and wrap it up in a few minutes. I want to keep.
I
I don't
need
want
I
to keep it
need
too late.
30 seconds.
Oh, go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
need 30.
So while he goes and does his thing, I wonder what he talked about. It's gonna be interesting because I'll edit the podcast. But spoiler alert: when I edit a podcast, I don't go back through and listen to the entire fucking thing. So, but maybe I will this time to see what he said. Maybe he was talking shit. I don't know. I did a like a long time ago on like my old laptop. I did an actual video on like how I actually edit podcasts. For people that might want to start a podcast. Um, Maybe I'll do a new one on like how I do it now because Premiere Pro is like way different than it was then. But I can edit podcasts rather quickly, but mostly because we do it live, and unless something is said that is like really egregious or really fucked up, or something I was like really miss said or quoted, like I don't go through and like really edit a lot of it. The only thing that I do normally is I'll release the podcast in its entirety, unedited audio, and then if you watch it on YouTube, I do edit out literally a single word in the intro, and it's I think it's shit because on on YouTube, if you curse at all in the first 30 seconds, it will basically demonetize your whole podcast. And Prodigy's intro, he always says, "Smoke me out, fam." With all the dank is a dank shit, and it's within the 30 seconds, and so I have to go back through. Like I'll literally, edit the podcast. I'll make the podcast. I'll drop it on SoundCloud, and then I'll rewind and edit out. I'll blank out like the shit thing in the first 30 seconds, and then the rest of the podcast is unedited. So yeah,
The
that's a
games you
little
got
behind
to
the
play,
scenes.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, like other folks, they do all kinds of fucked up shit, and they can go on Rumble and make all kinds of money off saying bullshit, or be a Nigerian and talk about how black women don't deserve to live or some shit because this is Twitter, you know.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Right. Being Nigerian, but playing like you're from Alabama.
Yeah, I keep saying Nigerian, but it wasn't just Nigeria. It was like Indians and Indian from like in India, not Native Americans, folks from like Eastern Europe and shit like that. They just grimy ass shit.
So what else was on your list, bro?
What else on the list? So Far Cry is getting a TV show on FX. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, yeah. And it's by I think it's Josh Hawley, the guy that did Alien Earth. So,
Oh, well.
and I think he did he do Predator Badlands too? He might have.
Do you know which Far Cry though?
I don't know. It's not Josh Hawley.
The
It's not Josh Hawley. It's something. His last name is Hawley. No, I think it's Noah Hawley. Hold on. Josh Hawley's a senator. He's a very shitty person.
the uh the Alien series was fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the guy that he did Alien Earth, he did fucking Legion, he did the latest version of Fargo. Yeah, he's done a lot of solid work lately, but who did Predator Badlands? Did you watch Predator
I
Badlands?
did. I didn't
What did you think?
finish it. I watched more than half of it. It was fantastic. I thought
Wait,
it was
how
great.
did
I
you
couldn't.
hold on? How did you not watch the whole thing?
I just got distracted by something else, but I really enjoyed it. I will finish it.
Hold on.
This is the
No,
time of
hold
year
on.
where I
I'm not
start
gonna let
burning
you.
through
You're not gonna.
things.
We're not gonna. Hold on. Did you watch it at home? Did you pirate this shit?
No, 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 no,
Uh,
no, 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 no. No, I just man, it's hard for me to commit to like appointment TV, and then like I will binge a couple hours, right? Because I think I did three episodes like over the course of 3 weeks, and then I just kind of or four, and then I fell off. So I
hold
will
on.
finish.
I'm confused.
We talking about the Alien series that came out
Yes,
this year.
but then I asked you about
Yes.
Predator Badlands, and then you were like, I didn't watch.
Oh, no, 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 no. Sorry. I did not watch Predator Badlands. I
Okay,
watched
yeah,
Alien.
okay. All
Yeah.
right. That's how I was like,
Yeah.
you just like left the fucking theater. Okay.
I took my popcorn, threw it in the air, and
Yeah.
was like, I'm out. No, I
Okay.
didn't watch Predator at all.
Okay. So Predator Badlands is honestly like one of the best Alien films. I'm sorry, one of the best Predator films ever.
Yeah, that's why I'm confused. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Aliens. Okay, Aliens is really I love Alien Earth, but there is some weird shit that goes along with it. But so Predator
Sure
Badlands and
was.
Alien Earth, they mesh in together.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and it's like it's not it's subtle, but like most people, if you watch Aliens and Predator, like you already know, like back with like Alien versus Predator, that they're in the
Right.
same universe, and they just kind of like, um, I guess, reinforce that a little bit more in the movie. So yeah, it's pretty good. Then there's like some sort of comic relief with like the girl that's in the woman that's in it, but I found it hilarious that the movie got a lot of shit before it even came out because the Predator looked like young and small, and they addressed this within like the first like probably 5 minutes of the fucking movie, and it's like just enjoy the movie. Like he's the guy's literally the fucking runt, so yeah,
Right. Take it easy.
and it also ties into Predator. I think it's Killer of Killers. Did you watch that one?
No,
The animated one?
no.
Oh, dude, definitely watch
Is it
that.
dope?
It's dope.
All right.
Yeah, it's like three. It's four stories, but it's really like it's four stories. Where it's like the first three are like kind of separate, and then the last one they all come together, and it's really good. It's gonna if you watch it, it's gonna be like, probably like one of your favorite Predator movies until you watch Badlands. So yeah.
I definitely intend on watching it. I just haven't yet.
Yeah, we only got so much time, bro. I know how it is. We got family, kids,
Yeah.
um, work. Like we work. So yeah. All right. I think is that it for like the major ones I wanted to get through. I don't want to. Oh, huh.
Very conflicted.
I am. There's two, but one of them I don't have to. Okay, we're gonna talk about one of them. Um, one of them's actually they're both kind of serious. The one is for emergency guardianship, and the other one is for the war in Venezuela.
Okay. I don't have a ton of context or color to add, but let's hear what you think.
Okay, so the emergency actually you have one of them you should have some input on because you're in Chicago with the sort of ongoing, I guess, lessening of the ICE crackdown in
Yeah, yep.
Chicago. So there is a thing called emergency. So I'll give you the premise of both of them. Emergency guardianship for people that have immigrated to America that don't have full citizenship, that they're having to find people to give emergency guardianship to their children because they don't know if they get
Right,
snatched up by ICE, what's going to happen. So it's a thing.
right.
The other thing is the war in Venezuela. Like we're literally moving military assets into the Gulf of Mexico, not America, um, to stage military assets into Venezuela, which is like it seems like we're going to do another regime change war, even though this guy he wants to get a Nobel Peace Prize really bad. So I don't know which one of those do you want to go to, and that'll be it.
Yeah. Um, The guardianship only because I have actually a thought on the topic.
Have you seen ICE activity in your neighborhood?
Okay, so yes and no, right? So I have seen them drive down the street. I live in a very nice north side neighborhood in Chicago. I have seen them drive down the street. They did not stop, but
So
I
I gotta ask you a
did.
serious question. Do you have
Yeah,
to dodge bullets on your way home?
not a one,
Okay,
not a one. It's a big city, and a lot of the very problematic parts are not close to here, right? Um, it's a big city,
yeah,
mileage wise. It's spread out pretty far. Um, my kid's school formed a little mini militia of parents using signal chats and different, bits of technology to coordinate patrols every day for weeks around the start of the school day and the end of the school day for the simple objective, or with the simple objective of ensuring that the kids who are trying to get to school and their potential caretakers were not bothered, right? Like we're not harassed, not abused, not stopped illegally. And so there was a group of parents, 6 to 12 a day, who were patrolling the school for 45 minutes before school started and around 45 minutes around when it ended. And that sucks, right? Now it
yeah,
turned out to be maybe not completely necessary for our school, but there were schools in the immediate neighborhood. There's a lot of elementary schools clustered in our neighborhood, a lot. Um, Other schools had incidents, right? Ours didn't happen to, but it was something that was a constant threat for weeks. And it sucks that it existed in the way that it existed, and that there was a fear of these masked people coming in and snatching up nannies or parents or grandparents who were just taking their kids to school. So that did happen. Um, it definitely impacted businesses in my neighborhood, right? Like I know I went to get my car washed one day when this stuff was kind of at its height, and the guy who owns the car wash came out and said, "Hey, man, I'm sorry. I'm sending my guys home. ICE is like 2 blocks away, and I don't want them to be unnecessarily at risk." So restaurants, car washes, a lot of businesses were impacted by this. And had to shut down or suspend operations or limit operations. So like that sort of thing mattered, and was felt for sure in the neighborhood.
yeah. That's fucking awful. Like, it's it's a weird time to be an American, um, and seeing all this shit happen. Where this is literally like what we. This is the things that are happening right now. We went to war over less egregious bullshit. Like we literally went to war with you know England over the price of like fucking taxes. Like they weren't
Yep.
snatching up people on the streets. They weren't fucking throwing people in detention camps. They weren't threatening to deport people to a country where they don't even speak the language. Um, and today people, or at least a certain portion of the population, that's okay with them to just like let human beings that contribute to our society to have them like basically disappeared, based upon their looks and whatever language they may or may not speak. And I think that's fucking awful. Um, Back to like what I want to talk about. It's like it's along the same line. So emergency guardianship is basically it's a way for people that are in America, or just emergency guardianship. It doesn't really depend on like your citizenship status. It happens to do with if you can help somebody. If you're a parent and you happen to go away for whatever reason, they have a plan for somebody else to take care of your children. Um, and I think it's very important right now. If you're in an area right now, and you have people that you know that have a questionable citizenship status, even if they have a fucking green card, like you don't know. Anybody that's literally immigrated to this country and they have children that would need, even children that could be like even 17 years old, they're still children, and if their parents disappeared like literally today, like they would still need some sort of help. And so if you know
Yep.
anybody in that sort of situation, um, I'm going to, if you have the means to do so, I'm going to implore you to reach out to those people and ask them if they need help. And if they do, if you have the means to do so, please help them legally and get a legally binding contract to help their kids if they need help in that situation. What I mean by that is if their parents like literally got deported or thrown into a detention camp or whatever, that you have a legal document that says that you're responsible for that child.
Right.
And I know that's a lot, and not everybody can do that. And I know that's a responsibility. But if you have the means to do so, please do so, because these kids need help. Because sometimes their parents can just get disappeared, and what are they going to do? Like, just imagine if like you as like a normal naturalized American citizen, if you just like disappear from your kid's life, like if me and my ex like disappear from my kid's life, and she turns 9 like in a couple days, um, and there's like literally no plan on like where she goes next. Like, just think about that. So yeah,
Yes, all of that, right? And I hate to kind of come back to a point that you previously made, but I feel like it's important, right? Chicago's a huge city, right? One of the largest cities in terms of population, but has a huge immigrant population. Chicago's 7% of Chicago are Polish people, right? That's of the actual official numbers.
yeah,
Unofficially, that number is probably closer to 10 or 12% because there are a ton of illegal immigrants, undocumented immigrants here from Eastern Europe, and Poland happens to be the most represented country in Chicago in terms of Europeans, right?
yeah,
We have more Polish people here than they have in anywhere outside of Warsaw,
hmm,
right? Chicago's Polish population is massive and has been for 70 years. I didn't hear of any of those day laborers that are builders and construction workers all over the city being harassed. And that's what like that's really kind of one of the things that burns is it wasn't looking for illegals, it was looking for brown people who
yeah,
happen to be undocumented, right? Undocumented Poles, undocumented Swedes, undocumented Germans, not a concern. Not here, right? I know there was an incident in at a Hyundai plant, but that was seems like it was pretty targeted and pretty isolated. But like in terms of the day to day in the city of Chicago, like it was very clearly targeted to Mexicans and other people from Latin America broadly. That like if you're gonna lie thoroughly. But like
yeah,
this is not. They're not even trying at this point.
yeah. I mean, like if you look at like all the videos of people that are recording, like people getting detained and arrested and all this stuff. Like it's mainly black and brown people. Like at this point, it's mainly brown people.
I've only saw brown people.
Yeah, and it's like it's so obviously racist. It's insane. But once you bring it up, people are just like, "Oh, well, they give like all these fucking bullshit excuses." It's like it's a racist policy, and this is what I'm going to go back to like earlier in the podcast. Nuremberg trials, those level of accountability, that shit will still exist. And so all these people that are doing all these ICE fucking raids, wearing their fucking little bullshit masks, doing all this shit, eventually you'll be held accountable. I am not saying violence. So I want to be very clear because like people like take shit out of context, but I fully expect you to be arrested and to be accountable to our legal system
Yeah.
because what they're doing is illegal. Like they're literally going after people that are going to,
Knowingly.
yeah, knowingly, yeah, because they're going after people that are literally going to their green card interviews and their green card, to like renew it, and people that are here, like I don't really. This is the other thing I don't really understand. Maybe it's because I'm just dumb. I'm not fucking dumb. If you're in America and you are not committing like egregious crimes and you're contributing to our society, I don't really give a shit about your legality status. I really don't. Like, I just care about if you're paying taxes. Like, if you're paying taxes and you're like contributing to our society, I don't really fucking care where you came from. Like, keep making America. This is how you make America great.
Yeah.
Contribute to our society, and I want to fast track you and all those other people that happen to do the same thing to become citizens. And I don't care what color you are. I care about like your culture, because I think your people's cultures integrating into America, it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
But I want that to happen faster. I don't want that to be a long drawn out process, and I don't want them to be punished for trying to find the American dream, even though I know, and probably you know too, that the American dream is bullshit.
Yes, I want all of that. I want people to be able to be accounted for, right? Like
Yeah.
when I hear the census numbers of New York City, of LA, of Chicago, like I know they're wrong. Like they're blatantly wrong. They're wrong by a meaningful number, right? The New York City number is probably light by 3 million people,
Yeah.
right? And that's crazy, right? Chicago number is probably light by 1 million people.
And those people are still paying taxes. You know what I mean?
And yeah, look, some of them are, some of them aren't.
No,
I
hold
think
on.
that if you have a method, like if you're doing all the right things, you should be fast tracked for getting
I want to pause real
some
quick.
sort. You be counted.
Well, what you just said, like some of them aren't paying, but it's literally impossible in America to avoid all taxes.
It is impossible to avoid. Yeah, you're paying a sales tax. You're paying
Yes.
you're paying a tax, right?
Yes.
Whether you're paying every tax.
Yeah, you might avoid some federal
Payroll
taxes,
yeah.
maybe, but what I will say is that you're not avoiding as much tax responsibility as, like, say, a billionaire. You know what I mean? They're avoiding way more taxes than like literally a single billionaire avoids more taxes than like literally every single immigrant in America.
Yes. They're paying sales tax on everything they buy and all the economic stimulus that they're responsible for in their small bubble. Yes, absolutely true. Yes. We agree on that one for sure.
All right. I know it's late your time. I'm keeping you up. And it was last minute. So I want to tell people that are listening to this podcast, I literally hit him up like maybe an hour. That's conservative. Like before the podcast started, of like, because we needed to talk anyway, and everybody else like dipped out. So yeah, it's either we talk or I'm gonna bullshit talk on a live stream video game session, which would have been Hades too, by the way.
I'm sorry to have kept you from Hades too.
No, do not be sorry. This has been an excellent conversation. Yeah,
I'm glad we got to do it, my brother. I'm happy to hear from you. Happy Thanksgiving, whatever that happens to mean for you and everybody else out there. It is almost 1 a.m., which is very late for me because I'm old.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna go to bed.
You're cooking a brisket, right?
Yeah, I'm actually. So before I go to bed, I'm gonna go check on it and give it a little spritz. Yeah, because I'm weird like that.
That's all good, bro. I cheat. I use a sous vide, so.
That's not cheating. It's technique.
Technology, bro.
That's right. Technology. Yeah.
All right. Well, someday I'll come out to your way, and
man,
I really want to go to. I really wanted to come to Chicago. I haven't been there in like probably 2 decades.
In the spring or the summer, but not right now.
Yeah, no, I'm not. When there's like white shit on the ground, unless it's cocaine, like I'm not coming out.
It's not cocaine.
I'm just kidding. I don't do cocaine.
It's too expensive.
I joke about it all the time though. All right, well,
all right, man. Well, thank you.
Hold on, I gotta do like the outro.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you for watching Black and Black Times Infinity. You can find us on Holy shit, basically everywhere. You can find us on SoundCloud, Apple, iTunes, Google, whatever. I don't know what they keep changing the name on Google shit. Our podcast, our website is benhabproductions.com. benhabproductions.squarespace.com/BZMBTI. We also have our YouTube channel, which is also BZMBTI, our Black and Black Infinity. Find us on there. And thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. And also, again, thank you, P. You can have the last word on this podcast.
Last word being everybody out there, keep it real. And like I said at the very beginning, Wu-Tang is for the children.